Hi, my name's Hunter. I work at a place called Rag Finery that does textile waste diversion, and we are going to be spending time today on this super comfy romper. Holes right here, and I figured to really reinforce it, I'd patch the backside. So a piece of fabric that's really soft, so that would be on the skin, be nice. And then for the front, we're gonna take one of these folks off this dress and put it on the front because the color kind of matches. And so for the inside, I'm gonna make sure to cover the space like well outside the holes. Size it up. Pinking shears would be an ideal tool for this because it would reduce the fray from happening. And pinking shears are basically scissors like this, but they're like zigzag on both sides. When I was first starting to do this, I would fold an edge here, fold an edge here, fold an edge here. I'm finding it easier to fold edges on either side. There's different ways to pin. With hand mending, you can just kind of pin it any way, but if you wanted to use a machine, what I've been taught is you pin it with the balls on the outside. So basically when you're doing like a long line with the machine, you can pull these out, just because if the needle hits the pin, there's potential that you could break the sewing machine needle. What I'm gonna do is a long running stitch, where I'm just gonna basically poke it through the other side, but keep the needle still on the patch. And then you can bring it through all those little holes you made. We have done a running stitch all along all the edges of our little patch. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to knot it off. And this is one method that I was taught. Get a little bite of your thread, bring it through, and then you go back through the loop and it kind of locks it off. Do that twice. Another little bite. Do the loop, lock it in. Just because I have all this extra thread, I'm gonna back stitch, doing a running stitch until this thread is exhausted. And you could just run the thread right out of the hole of the needle, and you got your little floater threads. You can keep them in if you want. I usually just keep them in. Now we are going to put a fun little dressed person on the front. Any kind of garment that has even the tiniest hole, you really want to make an effort to fix that hole, because it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then we'll catch on something and then it just rips. So then you have this huge hole that could have just been patched in 5 or 10 minutes that takes like hours and could potentially really mess up the garment. So